All right. Thank you again for joining in tonight to our graduate open house. This is a really great opportunity for you to learn more about our student experiences directly from our current graduate students. My name is Paul Kim. I am one of the international admission counselors here at Loyola Marymount University. I've been here for 7 years now and had the opportunity to work with some amazing graduate students as well. A couple of them who are here right now. Um, and so um, you'll have the opportunity to ask questions through the chat, or you can always just unmute yourself and ask our students questions. Anything that you have on top of mind about LMU, about what it's like to be a student here. Um, but yeah, could I have someone start off by introducing yourself, maybe your name, program, and where you're from?
Yeah, I go ahead start. So hi guys, I'm Matt. I'm in my second year of the MBA program, and I'm originally from the Philippines.
Hi, I'm Mai. I'm taking up master's in business analytics. I'm also from the Philippines.
Hi, my name is Sean. You can call me Elaine. I'm from China, and I'm currently in the second year of a Master of Fine Arts in School of Film and Television.
I think you're on mute, Paul.
Sorry, it's been a while
Yeah,
since
there we
we've
go.
all done in-person stuff. But yeah, so just to start off with a softball question, since um, but yeah, since you guys are graduate students at LMU right now, I'm sure you guys applied to other schools, but what made you decide to select LMU for your graduate studies?
For me, you recently this year just got ranked fourth. We exceeded UCLA in film and TV production, and MU is located in LA, which is a really beautiful and sunny city. Um, and I I think LMU program for film and television is pretty hands-on. You get a lot of experience on set and uh, like all the projects. You get to direct your own film, and then you get to go through all the processes, and you really sorry about background noise. You really learn a lot from school. Yeah.
For me, I think a big factor is knowing that it has a smaller class size, so it's easier to reach out to the professors. And based on reviews, I've also seen how professors are very accommodating. And I did experience that firsthand, where you can message them over the weekends and they'll reply to you right away. Another factor for me was I came from a Jesuit school in the Philippines, so my undergrad um was in a school ran by Jesuits, and similarly LMU has has Jesuit values, so I think that helped me adjust more easily coming over to LMU, and it also looks a lot like my school in the Philippines, so that was nice to see.
Yeah, for me, it's branching out from what Mai said. Um, Aside from like, I heard that this is LMU provides or offers a good business program. It was really like what I heard from other people as well who went to LMU. They said that the support of the professors were really, really big, given that, as Mai said, like a smaller class size. So it's a little bit more intimate. You get to ask a lot of questions, and I do ask a lot of questions, and then the professors are like gladly like address them. Yeah, I would say that's my main.
Yeah, go ahead. You can feel free to unmute yourself and ask questions.
Thank you. Sorry, I will raise my hand, but I couldn't find the avatar or whatever. A question for you guys. Did you find difficult to bring your transcripts from any other country and bring it here? How was the process? It was easy for you? It was is the same system? It's been challenging or I mean, how was the whole process of the actual transcripts to bring them here and to have the credentials and the and whatever you needed to be in Loyola?
I'm not sure if I remember correctly. I think we had to give it to a third party, which what do you call this? They needed to
Yeah, they
screen
had to translate it and
Yeah,
kind of
translate it.
like do something with it.
Right, to like American standards. So it was all up to them. We just paid and then they sent the document straight to the university themselves.
So you didn't have to contact your school.
No, just the
Did-
third party, yeah, online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when you do apply, we try and make it as seamless as possible, the application process. And so the graduate program, they'll be working with you if you have any questions regarding transcripts and the review process. Some people do go through the third party to get it evaluated, and sometimes they'll be in contact with your institution regarding that. Sometimes you might have official copies and you can submit it to them. But any questions regarding like the transcript evaluation, you can send us an email and we can help you through that process. I got a question about career and professional development. Obviously, with grad programs, one of the most important thing is how you've been able to develop professionally at LMU. And so how has LMU helped you develop professionally, and how do you feel LMU has prepared you for your next step in your career as well?
Yeah, I have like a very recent a very recent experience with the career professional development. I've been in contact with them constantly, given that it's my last year and like last semester here at LMU. So they've been helping me out with resumes, like updating my resume, like what to tweak, like the wording and all that. They've also helped me network with LMU's network. I am looking into um, positions in the finance sector. So they've like broken down like a list of companies and alumni that I can reach out to. So that's been very, very helpful for me. And then they've also they work closely with like professors on campus. So they've told me to reach out to some of the professors as well, and they've been very helpful in like helping me go the next step. And that's mainly connecting me to people in those spaces.
For me, it's same with Matt, where I've also utilized the resources that career professional development provides. So I've consulted with my resume, asked help for improving it, and also attended career fairs that they host. The business College of Business also holds career fairs for you. And for my program, we have a capstone project where we get to work with clients or companies themselves. So with that, we're able to network with potential employers. I think LMU really helps you develop the skills you need to land the career that you want.
Yeah, I agree. In terms of film school, we also have a lot of events that's going on. Like recently, we have a lot of like ongoing screening film directors coming in to hold Q&A sessions, and career development office also send out an email every week about what's going on this week and what event or networking event is happening on campus that you can RSVP and attend on. Um, and professors here also hold office hours. For example, our graduate school director, he holds office hours every week, twice a week to like just open for students who have questions about like their student life or career directions or opportunities. You could always drop in to ask questions. And the school is also very supportive in terms of course projects. Like if we're going to shoot films, we could use basically most of the campus to shoot, which helps a lot financially looking for a location in LA. So yeah.
Yeah, I think the common theme, whether it's from the undergraduate programs or from the graduate programs, is our career and professional development. Is a wonderful place to really get your career kickstarted, whether it's through the help of the resumes or interview process or cover letters. And from what I've heard, professors are also great resources for internships or job opportunities as well. I've got one question regarding transition from, I guess, from your home country to Los Angeles, particularly being on LMU's campus. How was that transition for you guys?
I guess I could start it off. From my experience, it was pretty scary at first, knowing that you're going to live in a whole different country with a whole different culture. But then there have been like events on campus which have been very, very helpful for me. They hosted a couple of international dinners, lunches, and from those events, I could honestly say that I've um, like have met like some lifelong friends. Like I'm not just exaggerating this, but that I've been lucky to be able to meet new people there and actually like have a good relationship with all of them. So LMU does provide those events that you can just like connect with different people and just bond.
Yeah, and I think LMU is a very diverse school. You can actually see like every race on campus. I've seen a lot of Chinese students in here. I have a good Filipino first year graduate student friend that coming in. We met on set and then she actually applied to LMU and then she got in and we became really good friends. And you can find all sorts of food around here. LA is a very like international and diverse city. So as long as you want to make friends and then you want to be engaged, there's always all sorts of events on campus and outside of school with other like schools. We also have like some mixing like events. As long as like you want to, you can adjust to it really easily.
I also have a similar experience with Matt because I do work for the Office of International Students. So I help with the planning and organizing of those events, like the dinners, brunches. Aside from that, there are also other organizations that host events. Like there's a specific group that's catered to doing events for Filipinos, like karaoke or yeah. So there are a lot of events that you could attend at LMU. And as I said earlier, there is a smaller class size, so it's easier to become closer friends with your peers and classmates. Based on my experience, most of my good friends come from the program that I'm at.
Great. Yeah. I know you guys talked a lot about events and organizations. Are you guys part of any, I guess, organizations outside of class, whether it's career oriented or any extracurricular related stuff? I know graduate programs tend to be quite intense, but are you guys part of anything?
I'm not part of any organization, but I have done some extracurricular activities like joining datathons, something that my program offers.
Could you elaborate on what that is?
So it's a 3-day event where the our teachers provide us with large data sets where we need to clean and find insights, and then we present them to the judges after, and there's like a cash prize. So they host those kinds of events for us every now and then, I think every semester. And also there are other webinars or seminars that they provide with organizations outside LMU.
Yeah, personally, I haven't joined any organizations, but then what I've heard is there is a organization on campus. It's the GSLMU. That's the graduate students of LMU. So they're the ones in charge of like hosting events for all the graduate students. So it's sometimes it's difficult for me to meet up with, I would say, someone from like the School of Film and Television or the Science and Engineering. So they're the ones that help out with hosting events. They have mixers, they have goat yoga, they have axe throwing events. So they do have a lot of things that is very, very exciting out of the box events that all the graduate students can come. And so I'll always look forward to those.
We have School of Film Television Graduate School. We have a different campus, which is like 5 minutes away from the main campus. Our main campus is like really pretty and like all the grass and like sunsets and bluff and stuff. But our campus is like a working area, and then we're kind of like distant from the main campus. But I did attend like in the start of semester, there's like club fairs. Is that how you call it? Like all the clubs would put on vendors like on the main mall, and we could like walk around and then get to know each club. Like if you're interested in like specific sports, like we have a lot of sports clubs, and there's film clubs and music clubs. And within our within our faculty, we also hold a lot of like events to like watch films, or just like it's a party for like maybe a launch of like a media, or like a Instagram like um post like by the students or whatever. So there is a lot of like clubs and activities and events that we could attend to if we have time and interest.
Awesome. We have a question coming in about your favorite professor so far and why?
Like just any course.
Yeah, it seems like just any course, like who has been your favorite professor and why?
I think for this semester, my favorite class is it's called finishing editing and finishing shorts. So we're like starting from raw material, we're editing it from Avid, which is an industry standard software that we learned from school. And then going through the whole process, editing, doing sound and do color, and we make posters. And we make a trailer for short films, and then we finishing it, and then we get it ready to send to festivals. So it's a very hand-on class, project based. And the professor, her name's Mooney, and she's like very good at giving notes. And in class, we watch different like examples of like good editing material and how to make film sound good. So recently I've been really engaged in this class, and I really like the professor. Yeah.
For me, it's the chair of my program. His name is Professor Kala Seal. he is very, very accommodating. He was actually who I was thinking of when I was talking about the professors earlier, that whenever we'd message him over the weekend, he'll reply right away, even though it's very late at night on a Sunday. And I'm not expecting him to reply right away, but that's him. He cares a lot for the students and makes sure that we get all the help that we need. And he makes sure in class too that everyone is able to keep up with him. And I think most of the professors that I've encountered in LMU, they're all the same, very accommodating and very good with, I appreciate their teaching styles.
And lastly, for me, I would say it's Professor Tran. He teaches the financial analysis of financial statements and accounting. It was one of the challenging classes I had, but then he just made the way he approached it, the way he was teaching certain methods, it just felt seamless. It like the class was having a hard time, but he was helping us navigate through it very, very efficiently, I would say. And aside from those in-class experiences, he would host like one-on-one sessions with us just to like catch up, not just with school, but then outside of school. And he was also one of the professors that I reached out to in terms of helping me network with people. And I just had like a one-on-one session with him last week. So it was very, very insightful and very valuable, all of the things he shared with me.
Yeah, it's always great to hear like these awesome stories that students have with their professors, and how much they enjoy their courses, and how much of an impact they have. We got one last question. It's about the application process. Like, what words of wisdom, or I guess like, what advice would you give for the application process and ultimately deciding on whether or not to attend LMU?
For the application process, I would say just start as soon as you can. We do have, I mean, at first from each program, but in the business program, we do have like a couple of requirements. We have like the transcript evaluations as well. It's very, 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 very important. And then some like require some personal statements, resumes, and stuff like that. So I would say get ahead of those. And in terms of just overall experiences and thinking if LMU is the good fit for you. Like from my experience, it's mainly I usually tell these to people like there are two things. It's the support of the professors and the support of my cohort. So the support of my professors, as we've been mentioning, they've been very accommodating. They've been addressing all my questions very quickly as well. And then they help me network. And then similar to my cohort, they've I would think it's like a competitive program, but then they've been just very, very supportive and helpful, also networking me to their colleagues, to their bosses. So I would say the community here and the culture at LMU is just very supportive and accommodating.
I agree with Matt that you should start early with your requirements, especially the essays. I think that took me a while to finish. I think my tip with that for me to make sure that it stands out by sharing your personal stories and experiences. Aside from that, deciding on whether to attend LMU, I think what I have to say is there is a strong sense of community in LMU. I felt that from the get-go, and it has always been that way for me for the past 2 years. And I'm really glad I chose to go to LMU. So yeah, I do recommend you check out LMU, and come to this school.
Yeah, I think to start early and pay attention to the deadlines. Make sure you submit all the documents that like schools ask you to, and make your essay very personalized and tell your story and why do you think you know just emphasize your strength and your abilities. And I think LMU is actually located in a very good area, even though we're beside the airport, but it's not noisy at all. You can really notice if you stay at home. And it's a really beautiful campus. Like, you know, just walking on the campus makes you like feel good every day, just seeing the beautiful sceneries. And professors and the school departments are very responsive, and they actually shoot out more emails than you would send emails to like ask them questions. So very approachable. They would provide really good support to your study and career life.
Yeah, those are all really wonderful tips for the application process. And if anything comes up, we're just an email away. We're more than happy to help you guys through the application. If you have any questions regarding that process, you can always email us. And yeah, thank you again for joining us tonight. We hope that you learned a lot about our students' experiences and more about, yes.
Do you have the contact information? Can you put the email on the notes? Thank you, guys. I think I
Yes.
just jump in and ask you this question because it was right here in front of me. I'm sorry, my name is Karina Lopez, and and I'm sorry I just jump in because I was excited to ask you the process of this because it's been quite a roller coaster for me just to understand, coming from a different system and then trying to be on time with everything that they ask us to be, but at the same time catching up with whatever challenges we have in front of us. So sometimes it takes me half guard, and that's why I threw that question right away as soon as I saw you guys. And I'm sorry if I jump in too soon. But just Mr. Kim, just one quick question: if you have the link or the email that we can, how can we contact this person, or who this person is, or how to set an appointment? My background is a little bit of everything. So I come from a different background. I am trying to have a change of careers, believe it or not. So it's scary, but I am considering it pretty seriously to do that and to devote myself for another 20 to 30 years to a different field, completely different what I was doing right now. So that's why it's challenging and scary. And thank you, because now I know that LMU will help me with all this support, and understanding of these steps, that I need to follow. So I just want to make sure that I am contact the right person. And if you can send it to me or put it on the chat or I don't know, how can I contact this one?
Yeah, well, we're very happy that you're here today in this session, and happy that we're able to help you. My colleague Emily will send you the information to who to contact, and will you put it? Did you want to put it in the chat or?
Yep.
Yeah. I can give my email. I don't mind if you
Oh,
want.
yeah, no
contact
worries.
me.
You're welcome to contact our office, and we
Okay.
will be
I
happy
have tried to
to.
do that a couple of times.
Have
And
you tried to contact graduate admission or the School of Education admission?
graduate admission, School of Education, and a couple of more. So,
Yeah,
but
so if you contacted our office, myself or Matt actually, would have we answer the phones and the emails. So if you email that email address, we'll be able to assist you. Yeah, perfect. So feel free to reach out to us and let us know what your questions are, and we'll be able to help you. And then also, I just want to let everyone know there is the career and professional development session starting right now. Also, I'll go ahead and put that link in the chat if you want to continue on and join our next session.
I would highly recommend it. It's a really amazing session.
go. Okay. Wonderful. Well, thank you everyone so much and have a great night, or I'll see you in the career and professional development.